This is the Peak Design Everyday Sling version number 2, and this is the Xiu Jian Everyday Sling 10 liters, basically a clone of the first version of the Peak Design Everyday Sling. Let's compare both of them and see which one is more suitable for you. So let's start with the price. The price for this bag, the clone version of the Peak Design Everyday Sling, costs $35 on AliExpress. Very, very cheap. This bag costs $150. This is the version number 2. And the first version on Amazon cost $100. Still pretty expensive, a pretty big price difference between these bags. I'm going to leave links down below in the description for this bag, and also for the first version of this bag, if you want to purchase any of these bags for yourself. Now let's start with the actual comparison. First of all, I'm gonna start with the weight. I have a scale in here. The Peak Design is 728 grams, really lightweight. The Xiu Jian bag is 736 grams. So pretty much identical weight. Now let's compare the build quality of these bags. I'm gonna start with the straps, then I'm gonna go to the zippers, pockets, overall material, and so on and so forth. The strap of the Xiu Jian bag feels pretty cheap, as you'd expect it to be. Has some padding to it, as you can see, right here. But again, it feels pretty cheap, just a cheap sponge inside. Feels exactly like those hard yellow sponges that you wash in the dishes with, or from old mattresses, from cheap mattresses. This is exactly how it feels. The strap itself feels also very cheap, but feels pretty durable in my opinion. All the buckles and mounts here are built out of metal. So that's good actually. Everything is metal. This quick release buckle mount is also built out of metal. And with this one, you can adjust the strap, make it longer, make it shorter. Doesn't really have a sound to it when you close and open it, that much. Oh, okay, on this side you have a sound if you click it hard. Feels a little bit hard to unlock and lock it. Now the Peak Design bag feels much nicer, obviously. The padding here is kind of jello. It has some gels inside of it. It's more spongy, more soft. This one is a little bit hard. This one is a little bit softer. The strap itself feels exactly like a car seat belt. Very high quality. It's gonna be very, very durable. The quick adjust system mount also feels much nicer. As you can see, you have a solid click. But I must say, most of the straps in here, the buckles for the strap, are built out of plastic. So I think these ones from the metal on this bag are going to be more durable than the plastic on this bag. Now the handle here feels much nicer. Obviously, the same as on the strap, feels more jello-y, like it has some gels inside. And here it feels more hard. So it's not as nice to hold this one as this one. Okay, so now let's start with the zippers. I'm gonna try to open it with one hand. Let's see if I can do it with this bag. And I can do it, but it's not really easy. Overall feels pretty smooth. Okay, now the Peak Design, I'm gonna also try to open and close it with one hand. And here it feels much nicer, much smoother, as you'd expect it to be. Sometimes it's actually also getting stuck. But overall, I would say the zipper on the main pocket is better in this bag. Now this zipper, very nice. Actually, it feels pretty hard to open and close this zipper. I guess they made it that way to keep water away. And on this bag, feels a bit easier actually on this bag. Feels much smoother, if I'm honest. Now let's talk about the tripod mount. Here you can undo this buckle pretty easily. And this buckle as well. Put a tripod in here. And on the Peak Design version number 2, it's actually a little bit more complicated. They give you these straps in here like that, which you can remove or put them back on. And you need to kind of force them in. And now you see the straps. You put tripod in here. and then you can mount a tripod. Honestly, I prefer this design because I always have the straps on the bag, and I don't really like this design for two reasons. First of all, I'm not gonna always carry these straps with me. And second of all, as you can see, they're really far away from each other. So if you have a short tripod, you can't really mount a tripod in here. Whereas on this one, it's very close to each other, and you can mount a small tripod in here without any issues. Okay, so now let's go inside the main compartments of each of these bags. This is how it looks on this bag. I would say you have enough space in here. Unfortunately, I don't really have a camera and lenses at the moment, but you have enough space in here. Actually, I have this camera to fit one camera, one mirrorless camera, and two lenses. I would say maybe even three lenses, small lenses, and some other things. Here you have, in this pocket, you have a lot of space. Actually, I think it's more space in here than in here for this pocket, for you to fit your batteries and stuff. But the overall material here feels very cheap. This is like, feels extremely cheap, and I don't really like this material, to be honest. The dividers are pretty nice on this bag. You can also fold them like that. Feel okay. This feels actually okay, not bad at all. If you're wondering if you can put the iPad Pro 12.9 or 13-inch laptop inside, you cannot really. If I'm gonna put this inside the tablet compartment, as you can see, even with a very slim case, the iPad goes out. But you can still close the bag like this, as you can see. And it's nice, but I can really feel the iPad in here on the corners, and I'm kind of scared that it will get bent because of that or something like this. I just want to have a little bit of space inside for the iPad to breathe, to move inside. But what you can do if you want to carry a 13-inch laptop inside here is to remove the dividers and fit this thing inside like that, like this way. Then it feels more solid, but it's gonna move inside. So 11-inch tablet would fit inside in here. 13-inch laptop tablet would not really fit inside, but you can still somehow manage it. Right, now let's see the Peak Design Everyday Sling, version number 2. And right away, the material inside feels just much nicer, much softer, much higher quality, as you'd expect it to be. But the pocket here, for batteries and stuff, is much smaller than on this bag. And I actually prefer the space on this bag than on this bag. And also this bag is a bit wider, as you can see. So you can fit wider things inside. If your camera is really wide, you can fit it better like that. Like this way. Okay? On the Peak Design, it's a bit more narrow. It's a bit more narrow like this. And I don't know if I can fit my camera like that here. I can fit it, but it's not as nice, as nicely going as on this bag. In this bag, you can fit the same amount of equipment, one camera and two big zoom lenses or three small primes. You have the same dividers. These ones obviously feel much higher quality. And inside this small pocket, you can organize your stuff. I can fit easily my iPad Pro 12.9 in here. As you can see, you can't even see it because it's behind it. It's right here inside. But I must say, if you're going to buy the first version of this bag, because I tested it out in the shop, you cannot fit the iPad Pro 12.9 inch because it's gonna fit the same way as on this bag. And now the last thing, the front small pocket. Here you don't really have much space inside, but you have dividers to divide your gear. And I actually prefer this kind of a style, to be honest, to organize my stuff. On this bag, there's no dividers inside the front pocket, a small pocket, but you have much more space. You can fit more stuff inside. So I don't know which one will be better for you, but I personally like this kind of a design because I don't really carry a lot of stuff with this bag. Now let's talk about the overall material and weather resistance. Obviously, this bag is not weather resistant because of the price, but I must say the material feels very, very nice, especially on the outside. Everything feels really nice and smooth. The Peak Design bags are weather resistant. At least this is what it says on the Peak Design website. So you can pretty much wear this bag in rainy conditions, snowy conditions, without worrying too much about your gear. But with this bag, you probably will have to buy a rain cover for yourself. And the overall material on this bag feels much higher quality. Feels like a sandpaper or something like that. Very, very rough and rugged. Whereas on this bag, it feels a bit softer. Okay, now for the last thing is I'm going to wear both of these bags with some equipment inside, and I'm gonna show you how both of them look on me. And then I'm gonna share with you which one is more comfortable for me. All right, so let's start with the Xiu Jian bag. I have some gear inside. I have my iPad Pro, Fuji X-T4 without any lenses, GoPro, vlogging setup, and some other accessories. I guess I have inside around 3.5 kilograms, something like that. And first impressions, I must say, the padding on the strap feels very nice. I actually cannot tell a difference between this strap and this strap. Obviously, I can flip it around like that, access my gear quickly. Let's see how the zipper is working. Access my camera, take a photo, put it back, close it. And the zipper feels a bit sketchy, kind of. It's not really smooth. But it's okay, it's doable, it's workable. Now let's flip it around and let's play with the adjustments. Easily I can adjust it lower, or I can make it higher, or I can make it again lower. And it works very smooth. But I must say this mechanism, this thing, is a bit rough. It's not really smooth as on the Peak Design bag. But it's working really nice, as you can see, really fast, without any issues. And this is how the bag looks on the back. Let me just bring it higher. Just like so. That's how it looks on the side. Very nice in my opinion. And on this side. All right, now let me wear the Peak Design bag with all this gear inside and see how it compares. Actually, this strap feels a bit softer. Now that I'm wearing the bag again, the Peak Design strap feels just a tiny bit, a bit nicer and softer. And also it's very much smoother to adjust the bag and easier to operate this belt mechanism in here, the strap mechanism. But I must say, overall, I can't really tell a difference between the bags when it's on my back. A little bit softer on the strap, but when I'm wearing it like this, it feels exactly the same, pretty much. In terms of comfort, pretty much exactly the same. I don't see really much difference. This is how the bag looks on the back. On this side. And now on this side. Let's flip the bag over, see how easy it is to open the zippers. And obviously on this bag, the zippers are just much smoother and nicer overall. So open the bag, access my camera again, take a picture, put it back, and close it very fast. So yeah, comfort-wise, they're both comfortable. This one is a tiny bit, maybe 5% more comfortable because of the jelly padding in here, but overall, they're both great. Okay, so which one of these bags I would pick for myself? Honestly, because I'm a quality freak, and this is my only bag, I don't have any other camera bag, I would go with this bag because it's gonna last for a long time, and also I can easily carry my iPad Pro 12.9-inch inside without any issues. But if I was just starting out with cameras and I would not know if I'm gonna continue with cameras or not, I would definitely buy this bag. It's much cheaper, quality is great, the comfort is awesome, it looks great, provides you pretty much 80 to 90% of what this bag provides, or at least the first version of this bag. And for the price, you can't really beat this bag, in my personal opinion. So if you're just starting out with cameras, highly recommend this bag. It's gonna last you a pretty good time before it's gonna die. So let me know down below which one of these bags you prefer. And again, if you want to purchase one of these bags, I'm going to leave links down below. And if you have any other questions or comments, let me know down below. Today was a very long video. Hopefully it was informative to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.